For today, I'll be discussing all about document.
What is a document? A document is any material that contains marks, symbols, or signs, either visible, partially visible, or invisible, that may presently or ultimately convey a meaning or message to someone. So when we say document, it does not necessarily mean that the handwriting or the writing must be placed on the paper. So, hindi pa ibig sabihin na kapag papel, pwede mo na siyang i-considered as document. Okay? According to the definition, a document is any material. So, kahit anong bagay na merong marks, symbols, or signs, ay pwede nating ma-consider as a document. Okay? For example, the paintings in the wall. Can you consider this as document? Yes, of course. Bakit? Because it has a drawings. It has a symbols wherein it provides information to the viewer. Okay? How about a gun with a serial number? Will you consider this a document? Opo. Bakit naman? Because it has a serial number. Okay. So, anything can be considered as document basta meron siyang writings, may marks, may symbols, and it has an information or it conveys meaning or message to you. But, for example, I have here a piece of paper and then I just put a circle or maybe I just put a dash on a piece of paper. Will you consider that as document? Yes or no? The answer is no. Bakit? Because it does not mean anything. Wala siyang ibig sabihin. But if just in case you put that as 143 or pwede mo siyang nilagyan ng heart, it can be a document. Kasi ang ibig sabihin ng heart is love. Ang ibig sabihin ng 143 is I love you. So whoever is reading that, whoever sees that, pwede niyang makonsider na document ang bagay na yun. So for example, it was written on the wall. Or kaya, nakalagay siya sa pintuan ng CR. Yung pintuan ng CR na yun, wherein may nakalagay na 143 or heart na symbol can be considered as document. Okay, so going back to my example, this one, a piece of paper with a circle or a symbol and then the dash. So, we people has a different ways of perceiving information. I mean, meron tayong iba't ibang ways kung paano natin i-interpret ang isang writing or ang isang drawing. Okay, do you know the abstract painting? So, I personally can't understand an abstract painting. But for the painters themselves, meron silang nakikitang magandang meaning ng isang abstract painting. Pero ako, or the other people, can't even understand what they're talking about or ano yung nakikita nila sa painting nila. It's just the same as this. Okay? Maybe for me, hindi ko siya maintindihan or wala akong nakikitang meaning ng drawing na to or symbols na to. But, for another person, let's say si Maria. Okay? Si Maria has best friends and then they have a secret, secret language or meron silang pinag-usapan na gagamitin nila ang mga symbols na to as friends. Okay? So, maybe itong symbols na to may secret meaning. So, even for me, I will not consider this as document, but for Maria, document na to. Kasi sila lang dalawa ng best friend niya ang nakakaintindi. So, did you get my point? Pwedeng sa akin, hindi to document, walang meaning. Pero sa other people, this will be a document. Okay pa? So, another definition is, it consists of writings or any materials containing letters, words, numbers, figures, symbols, or other modes of written expressions offered as a proof of their content. The word here is written expressions. So, it's not verbal but written. Yung lahat na gusto mong sabihin ay nakasulat. Nakasulat sa mga materials. It could be paper, sa wall, sa door, sa floor, or anything. Okay? Let's continue. We'll now talk about the origin of the document or the etymology of a document. Okay, so the document came from the Latin word documentum, means lesson or example. So in medieval Latin, it means instruction or official paper. So ito po yung dapat nating tandaan because in board examination, makikita yung mga etymology ng certain words, okay? In French, we have the word doser, but other people pronounce this as docere. The meaning of this is to teach. So, meron po tayong two etymology or two origins of the word document. Again, number one is documentum, means lesson or example. Second is doser or docere, means to teach. So, here are some examples of a document. We have here the medical certificate, okay? We have the birth certificate and a chart document. Did you know that the paintings, the walls with paintings, the guns or the firearms with serial numbers, and the meat with a stamp are considered as document? Okay, let's go back to the definition of the document is anything or any material that contains marks, symbols, or signs either visible, partially visible, and invisible, which has meaning or convey a meaning or message to someone. Okay, so again, this painting, so even though drawing siya, makikita mo na meron siyang ibig sabihin. Okay po? This firearm has a serial number. And then this one, meron siyang stamp wherein kung saan galing yung meat na yan. So, I forgot to say kanina during our discussion that the document can be visible. Okay? Visible, like for example, this one. Yan. Ito, mga visible siya because it has writing. It could also be invisible. Do you know something that a document that has a invisible writings? Meron, of course. Meron po tayong tinatawag na
Invisible ink.
okay, wherein kapag sinulat mo, bigla pong mawawala yung writings, hindi mo siya makikita. But, if you use a special light, tinapat mo siya sa, for example, ultraviolet light, bigla po siyang lilitaw yung mga writings. And another thing is, meron tayong tinatawag na special paper. I don't know if you're watching a Korean drama. And then, meron po silang ginamit na special paper. And then, once you put it over the candle, bigla po lilitaw yung writings. Okay? It could be visible, invisible, and partially visible, tulad ng mga charred documents, yung mga document na na-recover mo sa sunog. So, merong part doon na hindi mo na siya nababasa. Pero meron ding part na nakikita mo pa yung mga writings. Again, this is an examples of documents. Remember, I will tell you once again that it doesn't limit only to a piece of paper. Anything or any material can be considered as document. Bakit nga po ulit? Kasi meron siyang mark, meron siyang symbol, meron siyang signs, and most importantly, meron po siyang information o nagbibigay siya ng information, nagbibigay siya ng message. Okay? So, that's the discussion about documents. See you!